exclusively in the ninth inning and broke a lot of bats. And this guy joins a long list of guys that have added the cutter to this repertoire.
Digging in, Joe Morgan. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
0-1 pitch on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position one batter into the game.
Standing in now, Ricky Henderson, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. 2-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And he finally gets this one over for strike one. Morgan leads off second with nobody out. Ready with the payoff pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Working for the punch out and the offering, and he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up, and he misses there for ball four. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Third, the right fielder, number 9, Reggie.
So striding in, Reggie Jackson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. Oh, 1 as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line drive base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. From the stretch, here's the pitch. It just misses off the inside for ball one. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball two.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit too.
2-0 count, the pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. What a bad time for a wild pitch, as the run will score from third.
Yeah, and when you're losing, there's usually a good reason for it. They're already down, and then he lets this one get away from him. They better keep them within striking distance, or this thing is going to get lopsided in a hurry.
The 3-0. He loses him on ball four.
Some guys take a little time.
Now from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, MLB Network is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the expansion era Boomers and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, this guy lives and dies with, and that's that powerhouse sinker. Guys often relate it to like trying to hit a bowling ball. When it's good, it's used, and he's really easy to figure out.
Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. The 1-1 home. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Gonzalez is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Lifted in the air to right field. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Batting second.
Man, this guy is. MLB Network has baseball from the Emerald City, T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the expansion era Boomers and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Marco Gonzalez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have
one off today.
This afternoon, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
He's set. Here it comes. This is popped up. Seager in foul ground. And no one will get this one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fouled off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. On, he pops it up. Crawford shading to his right, makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah!
Boomers are lining up. Dero, what's the key for a road victory in this one?
This game's fun.
Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach.
You're gonna be
Want to
out
carry
soon.
out of here if they
You're gonna
get
be
it.
out.
Stepping into the box, Ricky Henderson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sent on the ground out to second. Gordon is there. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Stepping in, Reggie Jackson, as he'll get first pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Jackson makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. He pulls it.
Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Stepping into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. He's looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne here. Here comes the first pitch. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike. MLB Network has baseball from the Emerald City, T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the expansion-era Boomers and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one, as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Marco Gonzalez gets the starting nod for the M's. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
First offering on its way, and we are underway from Seattle as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called the strike. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that finds the outfield. MLB Network has coming to the plate now, Joe Morgan. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0. Hit out towards second. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single. Long throw to the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Right out of the gate with a leadoff.
MLB Network has baseball from the Emerald City T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the expansion era Boomers and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head to head with a top finesse arm. Next, Marco Gonzalez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Digging in, Joe Morgan. He will lead this one off today.
The leadoff hitter this afternoon, the second baseman, Joe Morgan.
He's set and the pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time. And the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. And with that, here's how the visiting expansion era Boomers are lining up. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on them this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Ricky Henderson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
The 1-2. Misses off the plate. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit, and this one bounds around against the wall, and he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
And that
fucking cheating. I see them.
MLB Network has baseball from the Emerald City T-Mobile Park in Seattle. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the expansion era Boomers and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head to head with a top finesse arm. Next, Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And we are underway from Seattle as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0. This pitch is popped up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. And with that, here's how the visiting expansion era Boomers are lining up. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. The temperature here at first pitch, a very seasonal 63 degrees this afternoon. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 coming. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Batting third.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone. And here is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
At the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Yeah, well, man. Let's see. Yeah, man.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Oh man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now the 0-2 pitch. And that sinking fastball didn't sink. It stayed high. And Junior lays off that one, and the count's back even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Boomers lead it 1-0. Nolan Ryan, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Malik Smith, the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Malik Smith.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. A square to bunt, and it's popped up. But the throw will be in time at first, so he's denied the base hit on a bunt attempt.
Batting second.
And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen,